The story of Brutus. Brutus. Brutus has never failed to entertain us and surprise us with his antics and his personality. This started from very early on. All of the dogs enjoy Brutus, and because he was so young when he joined our family, I think it gave him a lot more confidence being around dogs, and in a lot of ways he behaves like a dog.
Get him, Brutus, get him! Did he get you, Cooper? He gets you, Cooper. He gets you, Cooper.
He's curious and mischievous, but in fun ways that typically don't cause problems or annoy us. If you have dogs or you've been around dogs, you know that they enjoy the kind of play you see happening here between Brutus and Serena. He's never seemed to be aware of his size in comparison to our dogs or dogs that have visited our home. And that's worked to his advantage because it gives him an air of confidence that I think suppresses any natural prey drives that some of the dogs might have if they were around a different cat. That's made him a great cat test cat for foster dogs whose prospective new families either have a cat in the home already or are considering getting a cat at some point. Kittens are much like human babies in that they really can find wonder and joy in simple things. So Brutus has never needed a lot of fancy toys or attention because he revels in everyday ordinary things and making the most of them.
Get him, Cooper, get him!
He's always been a very easygoing and friendly cat. Some of the most enjoyable times we've had with Brutus have just been related to him learning how to be a cat, climbing and chasing and catching things and testing the limits with new furniture or meeting new animals.
Look, he's so smart. No, don't go that way. Don't go that way, honey. Come on this way. Look here. Look here. Can you climb? Can you climb? Here. Look here. Look here. Yay! He's so strong! Yay! He's so strong! Yay, Brutus! person.
He's never been one to hide if we have human guests visiting. We have had cats like that, and I think that's pretty common for cats. But Brutus loves to be involved with the family and out socializing.
That's Fatty.
I've suspected for a long time that he's also very aware of how much joy he brings us, and sometimes just carries on because he knows it makes us happy.
He's trying to get the shadow.
For those wondering, he's wearing a soft cone that we had to keep on him for about a week after he had his neuter surgery. Brutus has likely met more new dogs and formed new friendships with more dogs than a lot of dogs do.
Be easy, Kona. Good girl. So gentle. Be easy, so gentle. Be easy. Good girl. What a nice girl. Good girl, Amber. So nice.
Some of his dog friends are, of course, his canine siblings, but we've had so many fosters and boarders in and out of the house while he's lived here that even some that were only with us a day have really bonded with him in a short time. And Brutus doesn't hesitate to assert himself if one of his new dog friends crosses a line.
Rena, be easy. Yes, what a nice girl.
During the years that we boarded dogs, a lot of families would warn us, quote unquote, about the fact that their dogs had never been around cats. And they were very pleasantly surprised to see how beautifully things went
Good sniff.
in spite of that.
Be careful. Be nice. Good girl. Good girl. Be nice. Good girl. He wants to love on you, honey. Good sniffing. Good sniffing.
I think much of that had to have come from the fact that Brutus's rescue mom introduced him to dogs right away.
Ready? Ready? Move.
Brutus was about 3.5 weeks old when he came to live with us, and we had never had a kitten so small. He really did fit in the palm of my hand. He had to be syringe-fed kitten formula every 3 hours for about the first 5 weeks that he lived with us. He reminds us every day that we should make time to have fun. He has certainly taught the dogs patience. particularly Big Brother Bandit. I think it's fair to say that Brutus had a pretty rough start in life. He was found along with another little black kitten, his sister Cleopatra, in a box in a parking lot, and it's suspected that the only reason they were dumped is because they were black cats. We love watching him show how safe and secure he feels with his big siblings.
Brutus. Yay! Good boy. Good boy. Bandit, get out of the camera. Sasha. Good boy. You can stay there, honey. You can stay there. Sweet baby.
He's what we call a hoot here in Texas. Sometimes I miss him being a baby because he just was so funny and playful, but he's just grown to be such a great companion to me and all of us here, and he watches over the other cats, and we've just all evolved into new relationships, so that makes the sadness go away. From the day Brutus came into our house, Bandit made it clear he was his baby. Bandit took care of all the things a mama cat would tend to with a new kitten. He kept him clean, he entertained him, he kept him warm, and he was just the best proxy dad we could possibly have hoped for Brutus. My goodness, he was so tiny. As he's gotten older, he spends a lot more time just relaxing and hanging out with us. Since he was a tiny baby, he has definitely considered himself part of the pack. This was a home-cooked dog food preparing day, and I was getting ready to chop up those green beans to put in my recipe, and Brutus had the best time playing in that bag. There were probably 100 videos we haven't captured over the years for every one that we did happen to have a camera close by to capture when Brutus has done something amusing.
Silly boy, quit that. Did you get it? Did you get it? Hey, play with me. Play with me, brother. Play with me, brother.
All of the kittens and puppies we've had over time have brought out Cooper's playful side in such a sweet way.
Get it, Cooper, get it. Get it, Cooper, get it. You guys are so cute.
And Brutus has had the opportunity to be a big brother to other animals besides his feline siblings.
It's fine.
As a kitten, Brutus really liked helping me do the laundry, and I wish I'd had a camera with me on any of a number of occasions when I attempted to change the sheets on the bed with him around. As he got older, he became more interested in the laundry basket when it was full of clothes.
Easy. Good boy, Brutus.
Brutus enjoys demonstrating how to be a cat to the other animals in the house.
Be easy. He's finished.
And though he's not quite as playful now as he was when he was a kitten, he does come across something every now and then that really piques his interest, and we get to see some kitten play from him. It's a little slower and a lot less chaotic, but enjoyable to witness nonetheless.
You got a twisty tie? You got a twisty tie? Get it. Where'd you go?
Brutus has done a good job teaching his feline siblings about cat wrestling. Among the most remarkable aspects of Brutus's relationship with Bandit is that before Bandit came to live with us, he was just a dog living on the streets, and he has a history of killing cats. But the two of them together has just been a beautiful thing to watch, and he has never done anything to harm his baby.
Be easy with him, honey. He's just a little baby. He's just a little baby. Be easy with him. He doesn't need to potty right now. It's just a Kleenex. It's just a Kleenex. It's just a Kleenex. He's my boy. I got you. I got you. Oh, you're so precious. You're so precious.
And everyone knows you can't have a video about a cat without having a part of it be devoted to the cat chasing a laser pointer. This is one of his favorite things to do, and he gives it 100% anytime the laser comes out. We spent a whole day one day just filming various scenes in front of him because he had perched himself right in the middle of the TV screen. I think he was watching the scenes, and I was amazed at how long he stayed in that one spot. I think it's safe to say that his best friend now among the dogs is Serena. And I'm not sure how or when that happened, but her style of play is just so similar to what he enjoys that it's a match made in heaven for both of them.
You're playing nice. She's trying to look so mean. Ready? Ready? Ready?
You just can't help but feel joyful watching a little creature like this experiencing joy.
He's a big old boy now. Yeah. He's a beautiful big old boy. I love him so. I love him so. He's a big boy.